ending this Monday night on the double nines. Well, triple nines if you count the waxing moon in Sagittarius, house 9. But it seems like all y'all's not done because on Tuesday, 9/10, the day vibes on a 9. All y'all taking over Monday and Tuesday. Let's talk about it.
Attention, star seeds. Attention, light workers. Attention, root workers. Attention, conjure doctors. Attention, nature-based faith practitioners. Attention, spiritualists. Attention, diviners. Attention, prophets. Attention, the spiritually eclectic. Attention for those seeking the road less traveled. This is time-sensitive cosmic information, so you might want to catch this. This is time-sensitive cosmic information that you can use in your prayers, manifestations, and other spirit works. Beam up now via this video or the audio link in this video's description box to get this on-the-fly esoteric wisdom. Beaming up now.
Ashe emojibatu Olodumare Bobo Egungun Ara Orun Bobo Orisha for another day to bask in the goodness of Onile's sacred earth. Every day given is very special, and here are a few details, cosmic details, pertaining to how. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your early rising or your evening settling mystic forecast.
Ekule if you're catching this in the evening time. Ekaro if you're catching this in the early morning's rise. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, as always, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, and the mojo on 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Winding down your moon-ruled Yemoja venerated moon day 9 on the 9. And the day vibrates on the 26th, 8th, and we are winding down your 12th moon day of summer solstice. And it's the third moon day of Virgo season, and the moon is waxing tonight in Zodiac House 9 again, Sagittarius. So use those emotions as rocket fuel to aim your arrows high and turn your passion into power. Pain too. That's alchemy. All right. Oh, y'all, it's doing the most because it's the 9th month, 9th day, moon waxing on 9 energy again. So there's a lot of endings that's coming to bring some new beginnings, not to mention her planet, Uranus, has just completed its first 7 days of retrograde. But we're going to talk about that a little bit later on. I'm going to go ahead and whip my whistle and get to Tuesday's forecast so that all of my 6 a.m. listeners that are listening from their cars, listening to this as you get ready to go to your trades, are not talking too much about yesterday. I am iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your cosmic weather forecast, 6 a.m. or 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Ashe.
Did you enjoy the water wisdom here at Mother Blue Hues? Well, then follow me into Tuesday's greenery, the clearing of the Peridot at www.poeticallymuse.org/peridot. That's poeticallymuse.org/PERIDOTPOULTICE. Bet you won't follow me there tomorrow. Ashe.
And we are back. So, Ogun is grabbing the time clock from Yemoja. It is Tuesday, 9/10/2024, and the day is vibrating on Oya's 9 again. So there was a 999 on Moon Day and a 999. Ooh, that's the number of divine, high intuition, the kind of intuition that ends cycles, ends old lifestyles, and begins new ones. And Oya represents the winds of transformation, and it's all these nines flying around. Everybody hold on to your hats, because I feel one of them whiz tornadoes coming. You know, the one that doesn't land you on the other side of the city, but like in a whole other realm dimension. Hold on to your hats. But because this Uranus is in Taurus, many of us are going to get caught up to the whirlwinds of high abundance. So just hold on and release your fear heights. Anyway, it's the 12th Tuesday of summer solstice, and it's the third one of Virgo season. And like last night, the moon is still waxing in the house of Sagittarius, but there's house nine, numerology nine, 9 month. There's another triple nine, and Oya is Ogun's wife. So there's some Ogun Oya stir up energy there. Okay. And with that being said, Sagittarius is the archer, and the arrows always remind me of Ochosi, who kicks it with Ogun real tough. And Tuesday is the ruling day for Ogun in many Orisha traditions, Iba Ishegun. So this is the day of victory. Use the tools Ogun put in your hand to slay your obstacles and lay bricks on your road. Because Oya is bringing in the winds of change. So y'all want to eat that green stuff, get your energy right, pick them tools up, and move along with Oya's wind so that your faith wouldn't be dead without works. You get my drift? Ashe, I hope you do. We are still in the second decan of Virgo season. So if you were born between September 3rd and the 13th, yes, I'm fiddling with something off camera. Come on, book. Thank you. Okay, we are still cruising through the second decan of Virgo season. And those of you half Capricorn Virgos, you swimming through the ocean while running up the mountain, sea goat Virgo, put in that work, almost too damn bossy section of Virgos, but it's okay. Y'all babies got y'all divine purposes. And in the comedic way of the stars, we are in the season of Moot, and still in the 12 figures of African spirituality, the sign of the traveler, the distance. Some of y'all gonna be taking some road trips. Just putting that out there. And Ogun's got those roads sweetened for you, because whoever that message is for, or whoever all these messages are for, these roads are sweetened, and Oya's winds are blowing like a lavender. It's like a lavender tornado kind of thing. There's some really good things are gonna happen, but there's gonna be a lot of endings and transformations, because Monday and Tuesday both just showed a triple nine energy. Okay, Iba Oya. If you were born on September 10th, happy solar return. May the ancestors of Lotomare, Orishas, bless you with many, many more, filled with Boba Ire. And Boba Ire just means many, many blessings. But here's a little zodiac dry snitching for you. If you were born on September 10th, you are uncommunicative. Uh-oh. And you don't like to be questioned about your own affairs or those of anyone else. Okay. You are ambitious, you are resourceful, as well as impulsive and emotional. You are guided by your intuition. You love your home and family, and you're capable of a deep and fervent love. But you're just a little secretive bugger. That's all that is. Anywho, all right, 11 other 11 zodiac houses. Haterade is not alkaline. So if you got some Virgos in your life, go ahead and show them some love as they turn up in their season. Because you know when your zodiac season comes up, you going to want that positive blessing too. So do yourself a blessing, child. And go ahead on and sow that seed out there. And while you're at it, learn about the Virgo in your ass. Yes, break out that natal chart and study your placements of House 6, Mercury, and Virgo. And that will teach you how to work with that mutable earth energy in your divine design. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your 9 p.m. or 6 a.m. Mystic Forecast. And when I come back, we are going to talk about the planets on the retrograde dance floor. Ashe.
Green, vegetations, plant magic, Iba Onile, Iba Chosi, heart chakra, jazz, voices of the fathers, Mars. Welcome to Tuesdays on the Mothership, 222.9. Beam up.
And we are back. So, in case you're just now joining us, I'm iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, the mojo, and your nighttime forecast. So, let's talk about all these planets that are busting a moonwalk on the retrograde dance floor. We're gonna start out with Pluto, because Pluto is the higher octave of Mars, and Mars is the day that rules Tuesday, right along with Olokun. And so this is a planet that deals a lot with rejuvenation, endings and beginnings, transformation. So that's kind of a Ogun or Ya or Rumila hybrid collective of energy that ends our solar system and begins the one we don't know about. But I have found Pluto retrogrades to be very beneficial when it comes to slowing down to carve out the little things. Because it's the little things that make all the big differences. It's the little things that determine whether a foundation is solid or sturdy. So take this time to break out Ogun's wrenches, bolts, and screws and tighten up those nuts. I'm gonna leave that right where it is. Don't pay me no mind. Scorpios are gonna deal with this retrograde harder than the other 11 houses. Oh God, don't pay me no attention. Don't pay me no mind. Anyway, we got Saturn in retrograde from June 29th in Pisces until November 15th in Pisces. And so this is going to affect you Capricorn and Aquarius babies more than the other 11 houses, or 10, should I say. And Saturn energy deals with, the power, discipline, carnal essence, root chakra energy, all that down in your loins business. And that energy is very necessary to stay grounded. Okay. So Saturn retrogrades are a very good time for root chakra healing. And a lot of us will experience surges of our inner savage, especially those of us that tend to kind of live a little bougie, debutante, little goody two shoes. You know, sometimes that other one will pop up and make sure that you remember that you got that other side, and nobody is perfect but the universe. Hmm. Also, Saturn's retrograde is also bringing back a lot of karmic energy for people that have been dancing on the wrong side of the crossroad, but it isn't personal. It's just balance. Moving on. Okay, so Neptune is in retrograde as well, and Neptune busted the moonwalk in her own house, Pisces, on July 2nd, coming out on December 27th. So, needless to say, this one's going to hit these house 12 babies out harder than the other 11. So, if you are a Pisces, invoke the patience of Obatala with yourself, because not only is your main planet busting the moonwalk, it's doing so in its own house. So, this is a really intense energy of dang near being forced to honor your intuition. And honoring your intuition, or what Orisha tradition calls honoring your Ori, you are putting your action behind your intuition. And that's putting your flesh behind your spirit. That's letting your spirit lead and your ego protect it. And that's when you can get some deeper alignments. Neptune retrogrades do intensify dreams, so make sure that if you aren't already, start documenting your dreams, and that'll help you understand what your subconscious is telling you about your waking life. Okay? All right. Moving forward, we got Chiron in retrograde, and this hits all 12 houses. And this retrograde came in Aries during Leo season, so that's some double heat energy. And on July 26th, and we'll be here until I wish it was July, until December 29th. And Chiron is the planet that digs up our deepest wounds. I mean, those deep down ouchies that we spend our whole lives sewing up, healing, working around, processing, and using to help heal others. So be prepared to face off with that again to see how far you've grown. If there is another layer, and there's always another layer of healing. So it's like that next layer, or to just simply call your attention to how your actions are triggered by this inner wound if you spent most of your life with it unaddressed. Last but not least, we got Uranus in retrograde, which is Aquarius's other planet. So Aquarians, like Pisces, invoke the patience of Obatala because both of your planets are in retrograde right about now. And you're going to be there for a while because this retrograde is not ending until January 25th of 2025. But this is a good retrograde because this retrograde is coming in Taurus. And what does Taurus do? Land that bag, baby, land that bag. But these are divine bags being dropped this Uranus retrograde because this deals with shakeups in divine beliefs. This deals with shakeups in stability, very unpredictable things happening. But Uranus is the planet of intuition as well, like Neptune. So when you got both of these planets in retrograde, this is spelling victory for a lot of people who have lived their life following the spirit over the 3D world. But the good book said that the riches of the wicked are stored up for the just. So everybody be prepared and be open to receive because this retrograde is going to be wild in all the best ways. There is my retrograde report. You can check all of the placements of all of these planets in your natal chart to see, like, to get a deeper perspective on how each of these retrogrades affect you, no matter what your sign is. And I'm available to talk you through those things and help you understand them by dialing the number on the screen. That is 314-200-0368. Or you can go on the pin site link and book a live read, complete with, the message afterwards, or you can do a pre-recorded read with a 24-hour turnaround. I am iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your 9 p.m. or 6 a.m. Mystic Forecast on 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up.
Before sight. Before sight of shells there were stanzas, stanzas of my soliloquies. Before sight of wisdom, before sight of worship, there was only my written word, Afoshe. Before sight of divination, before sight of Dafa, there were diaries, diaries in dozens. Before sight of revelation, before sight of reason, there were only my rhapsodomancies of rhyme, rearranged to rhythms of my lipstick-kissed alchemy, alchemies of my depths, my valleys, my mountains, my visions, my empathies, my testimonies, my joys, my sorrows, my love. Before sight of awakening, before sight of airwaves, before sight of anointing, there were archives of my allegories. Before sight of clarity,
Before sight of conversion and clergy call, there were collections of my ink prints. Before sight, before sight, before sight of prophecy, before sight of priestesshood, there was poetry, poetries that bear my fruit. There was me.
And we are back. So, if you are seeing this or hearing this at this point of tonight's forecast, then you are tapped into divine algorithm, and this is your message. Now, Tuesdays, my collective is strictly for the fellas. This is for my divine masculines. Okay, so we have the Two of Urns inverted. Okay, so that means some old dead stuff is getting dumped out. And the message that I'm getting is that rejection is protection. So even though your ego and your pride may get hurt, husband your forces. And what that means is you're going to have whatever you're going through right now, you're going to have to master a whole other level of self-control to get to this next level of your life. And it seems right about now that all hell is breaking loose in your life. It seemed like the devil just came in and danced and broke and ran, right? But all of this is for a divine purpose, because I keep getting these kinds of messages for divine masculines. But every time I do, there's always goodness at the end of it. Major goodness. Okay? Because underneath here, we got the Five of Scepters right underneath these two urns. You see what I mean? Now, the Five of Scepters, that's the Five of Wands energy, but with the Chromatic Tarot deck, it's a completely different meaning. And this is like you are really about to be in a very blessed position that you cannot allow your temper, your ego, your pride, your need to prove shit destroy. Because, oh, baby, please believe the haters are coming for you. And they're coming with smiles. And they're coming with ideas. And they're coming with, seduction. They're coming from all angles, baby. So you can't control all that's coming your way. You can only control yourself in the entire situation. So this is going to require some time and space alone, some self-mastery, some reflection, some meditation, because whatever you got rejected from or whatever circles you've been ejected from because of your newfound changes, that was all divinely orchestrated to lead you to what you were truly meant for. Okay? And once you discover that, prepare for all hell to break loose. Because of course the devil doesn't let you walk out of hell without a fight. But underneath the bottom, you covered, baby. Because we got the chariot of Osiris. Okay? That kind of energy is on your side if you maintain your position and let the Most High and your ancestors and spirit guides fight your battles. And male energy can have a tougher time with that because of your inherent need to protect, provide, gladiator war energy. And right now, it's just not the season for that for you, because your war energy is about to get provoked against you so that you can huff, puff, and blow your own blessings down. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. So right about now, stay cool. Because this deck kind of cut on its own. You see this right here? This is a chariot of Osiris. I'm just going to pick it up. Oh, Nine of Pentacles inverted fall out. And the twilight is in the distance. So when you're choosing to step into your divinity, this is a moon card. So this is leading to a lot of exposures of things and healings of things, if that makes sense. So Allow yourself to take that path, because there's that yin and yang energy. And here's that yin and yang energy again. And how many urns? 2. Okay. This also speaks to some preparing for divine union kind of stuff too, but we're going to talk about that later. I don't want to put all y'all fellas' business out there. All right, so there's my message for tonight. If you would like a personal read or personal spiritual guidance and mentorship, then by all means dial the number on the screen, 314-200-0368. I am iiiYansaje Muse, and this is radio for the road less traveled. 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up. Using the tools already in your hand is stepping out on faith and practical action. Ogun. The Mars Collection from the Mothership Mystic Boutiq. All proceeds go to 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio for the road less traveled. Beam up.
The world is ever changing on a massive scale, and more everyday people are finding themselves in a place of self-mastery, downloading concepts picked from the ancestral air and crafting a better world, one trade at a time. And here we let you listen as we talk about it. Join me at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time to be inspired by the remarkable achievements and journeys of everyday people just like you. Cosmic Ear Hustle. Interviews/conversations with all kinds of remarkable people from many walks of life. We discuss the voodoo that we do to make this world a better place. The Cosmic Ear Hustle, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, only on your Mystic Haven on the airwaves, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up.
And we're back. Thank you for joining me for this forecast. I certainly hope that you gained some things that will help you have a divinely blessed Ogun Saturated Tools Day. Make sure you tune in for the jam tomorrow. It's the Smooth Groove Fathers of Song. But if you're listening at the 9 o'clock hour, then stay tuned for my Moon Nightly Vision of what love looks like, brought to you by the Divine Feminine Mothers of Song. It's winding down Moon Day night. Sorry about that. Come back. All right. If you are listening at the 6 a.m. hour, then stay tuned for the Rising Bimbe to Ogun before we get to the Smooth Groove Fathers of Song. Either way, remember, the sky is big enough for us all to be stars. And in the words of George Clinton, free your mind and your ass will follow. This is 222.9 The Mothership, Internet Radio for the road less traveled. Beam up.
Every day is special. Why not find out mystically how? This is the forecast on your Mystic Music Haven on the airwaves, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up.